What's up, y'all? I don't know if y'all can hear me, but I'm in the office and there are actually people here today, so we don't know. But I'm currently looking at the charts. It's currently 9:29, so it's about to be 9:30 and 25 seconds. But so it's crazy. So this is on the 10-minute price action. It's looking dog shit. But I had this trading idea, bro, and it worked. It worked, but you see that? Bro, okay, so originally I had this zone marked up, this 10-minute zone right here. But then I looked to the left, literally right below it. I seen this liquidity jump right here, or whatever, this wick. And so I got the fib out, right? 40%, I said 40%, 50% of that jump, and I set that jump right there. Bruh. Now imagine if I was actually in this trade, yeah? Like, I set my buy limit, but of course I get that tick out, and then it comes back in, and I'm still not in the trade. Wild, man. Wild, man. Look at that. Look at that, bro. But we already know it hit TP, so it's a good idea. But again, I'm not actually in this trade. I'm just in the playground just to see how it is. Again, it is 9:30 right now. Just trying to see where price, what it wants to do today. And but yeah, but bro, that shit, bro, I don't know, that shit is still annoying as hell to see some shit like that happen. It not even get you into the trade, and then go your way by like this much. And look at that shit. Bruh, that shit is heated. I'm heated, bro. And even if I didn't have that one, like I didn't, peep that zone, I would have been able to still hit TP if, we just stick with a regular 10-minute. But yeah, that pissed me off. I'm just gonna clear this entry. That it's not even real. So I'm not actually pissed off where it's like I want to go and like make the money that I didn't make because it didn't get me into the trade. I'm chill. But yeah, right now price action is looking horrible. So I wanna wait till price gives us like a clear kind of trend, perhaps. This is on the 10-minute now that I'm looking, and I see price may want to come and tap into this zone right here. So with that, let's see how this zone if this zone holds. And it broke past these highs. So if this zone closes like any kind of way relatively, like I'm gonna take it. Of course we still have the zone here, but yeah, we got a minute left off of this candle. Price is having a nice rejection off of this zone. Yeah, I think, oh man, when you want to go for a sell setup so badly, but you're like, girl, like calm down. I'm trying to think. Okay, 54 seconds left. Let me see. 54 seconds left. Okay. So, am I willing to lose? Wait, hold on. This is like my ultimate, like, where I think price may want to go. Of course, it doesn't matter how I feel. It's all about like what it actually wants to do. And that zone over there was a zone that I seen price tap into, where we had these sell rejections out. So I'm a little bit iffy about taking this buy. I'm not going to lie. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the buy over here on the 10-minute. I'm gonna take that right here. And on the 2-minute, okay, that's a nice closure. I'll take that. Am I willing to let this lose? If it taps into, oh fuck, okay, I might go for a sell, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna go for the sell. Okay. I think that was not a good setup. Actually, now that I'm like here, I'm like, oh wait, I don't know if that was a good setup. But I went for the sell because price is in this zone right here, where right here, this zone right here. I'm just looking for price to give me like a little bit of retracement potentially, and then let me like clear this up. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let me just talk to myself real quick. All right. This trade can lose, and I can lose $100. Okay. Like, I know that it's difficult. I'm just looking at price right now because it is having a bit of a retracement, but I don't know how strong of a retracement it is gonna have. Hold on, but it is close to TP. It is relatively close to TP. Wait, what? Whoa. Why? Hold on. 570, 52. So if it's going down for a sell. Sorry, I think my stop loss, I accidentally erased my stop loss or my take profit because my zone was too big. I don't know what I did, but hopefully this comes through. I put a buy since we're selling, so hopefully that's right. Let's go. Cool. And then this would have been the buy setup that we were looking at, but we were already taking that 2-minute setup or that 10-minute setup, so I didn't want to take the 2-minute setup, especially when we're coming down from a 10-minute bearish setup right here. Okay, so I mean, this could still easily work, of course, but I was a little bit unsure, especially like taking that setup because of we just tapped into a 10-minute zone. And something that I've learned, is that, you know, taking that buy setup in an area where you just had a 10-minute setup, like going down. I mean, not to say that it can't work. I've seen it work. I've had it work for me, but a lot of the times I just get blasted because it's like, this is a retracement area. So yeah. How did I feel to be in that trade? I did feel nervous. I was like, oh shit, like this is coming pretty hot in this zone. I felt a little bit like, you know, is it gonna win? But you know, like this morning, like I wanted to train myself and be like, yo, like we have to be okay with not being right all the time, and that is an exceptionally hard thing for me. Exceptionally hard thing for me to deal with, because I love to be right. I don't like being wrong. And that price and that setup did hit TP. I don't like being wrong. I really don't. But let me just explain that setup real quick. This is literally just for me. So if we tune into price, we saw that price was here around in this area, but then I saw price coming up. So originally early in the morning, right, this was the zone that price paid attention to. I had these zones marked up, but I didn't take them on my professional. I just took them, well, I didn't take them at all, but I just kind of forward testing marked them up on the zone. And so when price came in, that's when I was just like, okay, we're good. So the next area I was looking at was this area right here, area of liquidity. I was looking for a price to come into that zone and give us the projection that it gave us. And you can see on the 2-minute, dropping down the 2-minute. So I literally pressed sell when price got into this area right here. And yeah, rest is history. Now price is 27 seconds left on this candle. Looking back at the 10-minute, I see this. I was like, I don't really see anything, but I actually just see this. So now we're moving from that zone into possibly this zone. This is the most, hold on. Yeah, I'm probably late to this setup, so, because I'm marking up as I'm talking to you, so not the best. But yeah, maybe we can get something like this, depending on how it looks. What's the vibes? What are the vibes? So that was a really good rejection, nice rejection off of that zone. It's a shame because if you look at it, that's literally where our entry would be if we were paying attention. That's kind of hilarious. So this is on the 2-minute. Let me just clear this up. So we just tapped into this zone, so now I'm a little bit like, I don't really know what price wants to do. And honestly, because we're like up on the day, it's like I do want to be patient and not just like go straight to a setup because I want to make more money. Like I want to go into a setup for sure. Hold on, I see a setup. Okay, I seen the setup and marked up, but I feel like price may be wanting to tap into it. So that's 750.50. So of course, you know, I gotta breathe. Yeah. So price is definitely having like a bearish move, which is such a shame because we have that tick, but I'm not going to like let that like really get to me. More so like, hey, we have this move right here. Price is close to entering us into the zone. If this loses, if this loses, then we're gonna take a step from the charts. We're gonna see how we feel after like losing that trade. If it loses, we're gonna step away from the chart, and if we're really upset, really like, damn, like I can't believe this happened, we're going to call it a day. Either way, we're stepping away from the chart and we're gonna call it a day and just be okay with that. If I still have the urge to trade, we're in the trade right now, and price just hit TP. That was really quick. As I was talking, I already got into the trade, but I was just like trying to calm myself down before anything else or anybody else or anything. So that price did hit that TP. Let me just show you guys. So right here, we're looking at the 10-minute. So this is like an older trade idea that I had there. I don't know, I'm pretty sure you saw it all throughout the video so far, but this trade was right here. I saw this zone, I just marked it up, you know, price did enter into that area, so I was just like, all right. After that reversal, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna wait till I see a setup. And then I was like, oh wait, I see a setup. And then I already had it marked up on my trading view, so I just entered in the trade on Ninja Trader, and that's what happened. Okay. Today's a $200 day. When do we stop is the real question. When do we stop, right? Because let's look at the P&L. Right now, we're up there, right? We took two 10-minute setups, which is kind of rare. So like 2 1-to-1s, it's pretty rare for me. Now it is currently 9:43. Like I could call it a day. But you know, damn well I don't want to, which is dangerous, right? Like you're up on the day really well, pretty good, and now you're like, I kind of want to go for more. I don't want to ruin today, you know what I mean? And previous times before I've said this and my greed gets to me, because it's like, me looking at the charts, like maybe I see another trade. It's like, do you see another trade, or are you just like, oh my god, like I won 2 setups, like I want to take another, I want to, like, you know what I mean? I've been here so many times before. I'm like, what do I do? hold on, let me think about this. Okay, all I could think as far as price though is that this could potentially be Bart Homer, and this may be Bart Homer, potentially. Like, we have all these gaps over here that price never tapped into, over here, like all of this, right? And so they might pull a Bart Homer to fill all this shit up. Might, but I'll let you know about it if they do. Like, I see the potential. Like, I see Bart Homer like potentially forming, and it's like, it's making me want to like wait and see, but I don't want to keep on trading like after like 11 a.m. You know, it's currently 9:46 a.m. I'm holding on. I do want to call it a day, but I know myself, and it's like I kind of don't want to call it a day. I just took a trade, not on the actual thing, don't worry, y'all, but like just for fun on the playground. Be like, somebody's getting out. Hold on, I realize I'm still, yeah, my fault. You know what, I'm gonna do the thing that I don't normally do and call it a day. That sucks, because I want to keep on trading, but I have the playground, so I can keep on trading. But you know how it is. It's like, you want it to count for something, so you want to like keep on going and hoping that trades going your way. But it's like, now is not the time. Like, I am changing my life. Today is just one day. Let's not let a good day turn into a bad day just because we didn't know when to stop. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm learning from my mistakes. I'm journaling. I'm reading my journal. I'm watching my journal. I'm making journals. So I don't want to keep on doing the same things that I've done in the past, because they haven't worked well for me. So that just shows to me that I got to do something different. And doing something different is quitting while I'm already ahead. So that's what I'm going to do today. We're done on Ninja Trader, period. We're stepping away from the chart. Well, we didn't lose a trade, so we don't have to step away from the chart, but it's going to be, we're done for the day, period. All right, now let's just like review. We kind of already did, but let's just look. So the account is up here, 175 on the day. Here, hit go. We took 2 trades. We had this amount. Both trades were 1-to-1. Oh wait, you know what? That is real. That is real, because I accidentally stopped out. Like, I had to take myself out of the trade. So yeah, that should be $100, but it's fine. I'm a little pissed, but it's fine. But yeah, no, this is it. You heard me. So yeah. Yeah, man. Okay. Should we do like a custom date thing? Show you where we've been since the last tilt. Okay, so when we're not tilting our asses off, these are our stats. Now, of course, this number it varies, but this is where we are. We're taking 36 trade. We've won 29 of them. We've lost 7 of them. And look at when I'm losing, and I'm losing properly. Like, the largest losing trade is 125, and that was only because of slippage. But regularly, average losing trade is $100, right? Like, that's, like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, and then let's look at everything. Oh my gosh, this looks beautiful, right? Other than this one, nothing looks out of the blue. Everything looks standardized. Everything looks normal, other than the 87 and the 125 because of slippage. Like, everything looks clean, like how it should be. Like, this is how you trade when you have a system that you love and you follow to the T. And it's not to say that I won't make mistakes and all this, that, and the third, but it's just to say, it's like, Kadi, when, you know, you're making the right moves, like, emotionally, you're able to trade and grow accounts. So yeah, one last thing. Okay, I show y'all this like all the time, but this is just a reminder of like where I've been, who I am, and what's been going on. So another reminder to myself and for y'all, this account at the lowest was 282, right? About 50,000, but let's just focus 282, right? And then the first turn, you know, I got it up to highest was 940, but then we lost 2 trades. Then I got it back up to 927, and then I blew it. Then we started over again from really at zero, and then we built it up all the way up, and we even surpassed the 940 to get to $1,000 in profits, and then we blew it. So then we had to start over again. I didn't start from these points. I started from like 50,000. I resetted the account to the T. So that day, the 10th, that's when I reset the account and then started trading, and then made $185 on my first day of trading. And then this is where we've been now. High 689, then we lost 2 trades, brought us down, and then look, then we got tilted that day, but it went into our favor, so we didn't blow all of our profits. And then look at where we are today. We're at 869. Bro, all I can think about is like literally sell. All I can think about is the fact that trade hit our take profit on, I said Friday, didn't I? Yeah, it was Friday. Yeah, all I could think about was that price was hitting hit our TP, and that was when I moved my stop loss, and I think I was in like $100, maybe like $200 in drawdown, and I couldn't accept the loss. I couldn't accept it, and so that it could have been way worse. Like right now we're sitting close to $900 in profit, and if that trade didn't go in our direction when we tilted, I would have had to start all over again. And as you can see from the chart, this has been my 3rd time starting over, and if that, you know, blew all of my profits, I would have started over for the 4th time. Now, all of these cases, you can see we've gotten up to pretty high numbers, right? The first one, 940, the second one, 1,000, now this time 8 something, a little under 900. But it's like, I have the ability to grow, but I mainly have the ability to lose because I don't like being wrong. Like, that's the craziest part. It's like, I have the ability, I can trade, but because I don't like being wrong, bro, I just wash away my profits. In fact, I want to do something. I want to calculate from the highest points, from the highest points that I've gotten my accounts from, if I didn't blow it, how much in profit would this account be in, right? Assuming that everything stayed the same, but we just didn't blow our accounts from the last thing. So let's look at it. So this one, since these are 2 good losses, so we'll say 927. So I'm gonna put in 927 plus, and then we had to start over again. So let's assume that we didn't start over, and then we got up to 1,014. So plus 1,014. Oh, you guys can't see that. Now, but then we blew our account, but now we had to start over. And so now the account is currently at 869 plus 869. Bruh. Okay. We started this, John, like that whole journey back in August. So like August 4th, or no, August 2nd or August 4th, around that time. That was our starting point. And then we just been able to build our account up several times. Like, this is our 3rd time doing it. And it's like, bro, if we didn't do that, we'd be at $2,800 in profit. Now my goal is to shoot for the 25K accounts, and you'd only really need like $1,600 in profits to make that. And as you can see here, from the $2,800 that we've made in profits, it's like, bruh, let's divide that by 2. Okay, that's not 2 payouts, but you know what I mean. It's damn near close. Actually, what is 2 payouts? What would that be? Math. It would be $3,200 building it up, and then we could like possibly withdraw that amount. But it's like, yo, like I have the ability, babe. I have it. It's just like calling it quits and calling it a day. Like that's difficult, bro. That's really difficult. But I'm working on it, man, because like I gotta change my life. Like I am changing my life, but it has to be something permanent. Like I can't just be changing my life era and then be like, no. Like it is Operation Escape, bruh. Operation Escape. Operation Let's get the fuck out of here, bruh. Like real shit. The fuck. So that's where I'm at really with it. Like not trying to go too crazy, but just like I know, like I'm seeing the shit, like we see, like I have the ability, but it's really just me not liking to be wrong. That be hurting me, that be messing me up. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But yeah, hold on, let me show y'all. All right, so this is the account. Wait, before I do that, let me check. There's no trades. I still feel like Bart Homer want to happen, bro. I'm in this trade on this playground account. We're currently in $6,700 in profit. I set my stop a little bit above break even, and yeah, hoping to let this ride out, and it could be a 10K profit, but that doesn't really matter. But yeah, okay, so we check the charts. I don't got no setups, nothing. All right, we're good. Remember that day? Order filled. All right, you see that? I'm out. Oh, and take profit just executed, so that was like oh, cool. So this account, so yeah, it's a 10K win. I felt pretty confident about that setup, to be honest. I still feel like Bart Homer gonna happen, but that's okay, bro. I just be staring at this stuff and be like, yo, bro, it's possible for me. I know that chart look bad because it just looks like a whole downtrend. It's like lower lows, lower highs, but like we're gonna get an uptrend, bro. That shit's gonna happen, bro. Like I believe in myself. I believe in my abilities, bro. I know I can fucking do this shit. So yeah. That's a lot, but I'm proud of myself today. I'm proud of myself for being aware of my emotions and being aware that, you know, I like to be right and I don't like being wrong. But I also understand that in order for me to get to where I know that I can be, I need to make the changes. I need to be okay with being wrong and being okay with that and just sitting in that and just being okay with that. Because once we actually just sit with the fact that, okay, we lost, bro, you know, we're able to do so many more things with our lives. Just being able to just move on from being wrong, you know, that's something that, you know, I need to work on in my personal life, and I have been improving on it. But it's like with my trading, I know that that's exactly what it needs because I have the skill, I have the information, I have the ability, bro. It's like, I can get a payout, bro. Like I can get a payout. I'm confident, bro. So I just gotta work on, you know, my emotions and not being right all the time and being okay with that. Even though I get sad, it's like just being okay with it, you know. And that's enough, and just go far and not trying to retaliate, bro. Like, but yeah, I'm gonna leave you on with that one. I clicked out of the chart. Yeah. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one, babe. I'm finna do this, bro.